guys being top 10 picks, none of them averaged more than 15 points per game in 2018, and we're
So now they want to blame Jalen Brunson. How you gonna blame Jalen Brunson? Alright, man, I'm really trying right now, bro. So I gotta get this 100 game. I gotta get this 100 game out of here, bro. I'm trying to really beat this Wilt Chamberlain shit. I beat Kobe's record like 6-7 times already. I need to beat Wilt Chamberlain's record next, bro. I need to get this done with. You feel me? Yeah, I need to beat Wilt Chamberlain's record, bro. I'm not gonna beat his record playing like this, you feel me? So I need to be lights out, closed out, all that, bro. Like, that's all. I pretty much gotta score 25 in the first quarter. If I could score 25 in the first quarter, I could beat Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game record. I mean, that's all it is. That's it. This one say you gotta do standing dunks. Standing dunks. How the fuck do you do a standing dunk, bro? Cause this nigga, sometimes he don't even want to do the dunk, bro. He just want to do layups all day. And I'm about to be telling this guy, bro, dunk the ball, bro. He's like, that's exactly how Shaq used to be. Shaq would never dunk the fucking ball. He would only do layups. I felt like this shit is man annoying.
I didn't expect to see that happen.
He won't do the dunk animation. He just they gotta fix that, man. Cause if I press the turbo under the basket, I'm expecting a dunk. They gotta fix that animation or whatever is going on. That it's not popping up. That it's registering for a dunk. It's not popping up that it wants a dunk. It's popping up to do a layup. I'm not feeling that, bro. I don't want to do a layup, you know. Try to do something more than a layup, bro.
I think that was probably the more surprising part of it. Are you giving credit to Spurs and criticizing the Knicks playing in return?
First of all, what environment? What environment? That environment, listen, outside the arena, it was fired up. You're leading into the game around the city, but I didn't see way more hostile environments than what I witnessed last night. When you talk about playing for the Boston Celtics, at times when the crowd gets so fired up, I get goosebumps. That energy in that arena was over. That the thing I was expecting, I came out of the reaction. It was overrated in there last night. It wasn't loud. It wasn't. If I was an opposing team, I wasn't feeling like I was, in an environment where it was like it was doing something to me. So that's number one. Number two, you got to give all the credit to the San Antonio Spurs. All the credit to the San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs did what they were supposed to do, and they made adjustments on both ends of the floor. Offensively, Stephon Castle set the tone. Their favorite offensive set is a horn set. That is a Stephon Castle with the ball in his hands, Wemby at one elbow, and another guard or wing player at the other elbow, and they set this high double screen action where they try to get Wemby with a lob at the basket. They was taking that lob away. Stephon Castle made an adjustment, and he was attacking the paint and finishing at the basket. And when he drove off the horns, instead of probing, he actually got downhill, and a couple finishes that he did have, it opened up, and so all of a sudden we started seeing lobs to Wemby for dunks. Defensively, they couldn't get Karl Anthony Towns the ball. The adjustments was made, right? We're going to put a smaller guy on you, Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson, your job is to get physical. The one thing in the world that a big man hates is for a smaller defender to get into their lower body and take their legs away. And then what they did was they had Wemby as the wrong guy. He was guarding Josh Hart. That's why Josh Hart was having so many wide open threes, because he was standing in the paint. He was giving him the Draymond Green, Kendrick Perkins treatment. I'm going to sag Ben Wallace. I'm going to sag all the way off. We're not going to even contest your shots. So again, with Karl Anthony Towns, it wasn't there to actually get him the rock. But I will say this, he still played an outstanding game defensively. But Wemby came out, he established his presence early on both ends of the floor. I got to give all the credit in the world to Mitch Johnson and the San Antonio Spurs.
Get more crypto.
I mean, it is what it is. Honestly, if they seen that Josh was open like that, they should have had Josh running up for helping out with assists, helping out with rebounds, shit like that, helping control Wemby in the paint. They seen that Wemby is giving Josh a lot of space. They should have implemented something for Josh to better help Wemby. Oh shit. Hold on. Alright, so for example,
I see you out there doing work.
Wemby is out there in the paint. Right? They're not giving respect to Josh, right? So in that situation, honestly, what I would have did, I would have gotten the paint. I would have helped box Wemby out because Josh isn't really that much of a threat offensively anymore. He had his heyday when he was in college, but this Josh today, this Josh is not the same as college Josh. This Josh today is a role player, so he should have played his role and helped out keeping Wemby out of the paint, boxing out, not shooting threes. Because the same way Wemby is in the paint, Wemby's in the paint. That means the 3-point line is open. Pass the ball out. Help box this nigga out. That's all.
With Dennis going Jalen. Back in 2018, all 30 teams passed on Jalen Brunson in the first round of the draft. Now he's leading the New York Knicks to a deep playoff. How did a second round pick become one of the biggest superstars in basketball and bring the Knicks back to the finals? This is the story of Jalen Brunson. At the time of the 2018 draft, Jalen Brunson was one of the most accomplished prospects. High school champion, two-time NCAA champion. You would think NBA teams would be desperate to add him to their roster. But despite his incredible resume, scouts weren't impressed. They believed he was too short, too unathletic, and too low a ceiling. So by the end of the first round, Jalen Brunson still hadn't heard his name. Well, maybe a reality check. But early in the second round with the 33rd overall pick, the Dallas Mavericks selected Jalen Brunson.
With the 33rd pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Jalen Brunson from Villanova University.
Brunson felt relieved and grateful to finally hear his name. But after watching so many teams pass on him, he had a chip on his shoulder. One that would fuel him throughout his NBA career. He was eager to play for the Mavs, but playing time would be hard to come by. They already had a crowded backcourt with Luka Doncic, Dennis Smith Jr., and veteran J.J. Barea. So early on, Brunson had to come off the bench. Some nights he played limited minutes. Other nights he didn't play at all. For most young players, this will be frustrating, but Jalen stayed ready. Whenever his number was called, he played well. He ran the second unit, played under control, and took good care of the ball. But despite the flashes, Brunson was still glued to the bench. With Brunson buried behind so many guards, he was unsure if he would ever carve out a significant role on the Mavs. Would he forever be a third-string guard? But then at the trade deadline, everything changed. In a shocking move, the Mavs sent out Dennis Smith Jr. to the Knicks in a deal to get Kristaps Porzingis. With Dennis gone, Jalen knew his chance to earn a big role was now. A week after the trade, Brunson had a standout performance, dropping 22 points on the Nuggets. From that point onward, Brunson was now the Mavs' starting point guard. Luka was still the franchise player and took most of the shots, but Jalen was one of their key players. He flourished as a starter, with his best game coming in mid-March against San Antonio.
Really feels comfortable, not a typical point guard, love to play off the ball. Jalen Brunson again living in the mid-section area of the court. Take care by Jalen Brunson.
I'm definitely scoring 100 today. I'm gonna score this 100. I'm gonna score this 100, bro. I scored 81 on LeBron's head, bro. I scored 81 on the Lakers in honor of Kobe. R.I.P. Kobe. But now, I gotta get it together, man. I think